Hey, welcome back to Mizizi Lounge. This is a website or a site where we just talk good vibes, nothing special, but with me here is our guest, Amos Kibaru, who's the CEO and founder of Mkeka Wambao, which is a floor deco. And I'll let him talk about himself a little bit, then I'll get back to myself and introduce myself. Father.
Hey, what's up, people? This is Kibaru Floor Decor, the brand name Mkeka Wambao, Parco, BBF. We are the flooring expert there back in Kenya. So if you're building, we are the plug for your floor. And I'm happy today with Mercy, Mizizi. Oh, I love your products.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's a privilege to have Kibaru here with us. The last time we saw him was in 2019. It was a very brief visit. When you go back in Kenya to get hold of him, impossible. So today it's really a pleasure, and I'll talk a little bit about Mizizi. So as I said, my name is Mercy, the CEO and founder of Mizizi Foods and Spices. This is a small spice company. It's a two-person spice company located out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And when you hear about Mizizi Foods, everything is gluten-free, handcrafted, low in sodium, made with love, not in the lab. And we just try to feed people with what we can use ourselves too. So we say, if we cannot use it, we won't sell it to you. So today I have a sample of our products. We have spices, which are handcrafted by us. So we focus on nyama too as well, because I know a lot of people like making nyama, but this is the good part of it. All our spices, you can use it on vegetable as well. You can use it on eggs, you name it. So you're not limited. And we have the chai spice, the common chai spice. I always tell people it's on the second sip. The first one, the second one, you feel it. So, hey, if you haven't tried it already, please check out our website, www.mizizifoods.com. And we have our flowers here. The only one missing here today is mandazi, which is our ready-to-use mandazi flour. But today I have our Mizizi Sawa Uji, we have ugali wimbi, which is a multi-grain ugali flour, and we have ugali tinga tinga. All these are available. You can come pick up. You can buy through our website, www.mizizifoods.com. Back to our guest, Kibaru. Tell us about yourself.
Friday, today, guys, indigani.
That's the chai spice.
Chai spice, wow. Chai, the term we call tangawizi.
Thank you.
Yeah, so guys, my Gina, again, this is Amos Kibaru Floor Deco. I'm happy to be here. Oh, lovely. The weather is good also.
It is good today.
Yeah.
It started raining a bit. I'm like, oh no, it can be.
Yeah. So basically, I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya. So I'm full-time there. Me, I'm a floor man, Sakafu. So probably you've seen our products. The most popular one is Mkeka Wambao, which is a vinyl floor, comes in rolls. You spread it on the floor. You don't need to glue it down. And it's a product that is loved by everyone, whether you've rented that house or you pre-owned. If you rented, you can move out with it. If you pre-own, you can have it there as long as whatever. We also have Pargo flooring. I'm lucky to have some pieces of Pargo here. It's Pargo. Pargo is wood. It's actually laminated. And this here is not like a real wood, because this is a decorative paper embossed in between two layers. The beautiful thing about Pargo, interlocks. So the interlocking gives a zero joint feature, as you can see here. Also, installation of this doesn't require any adhesive. It's just click and lock as you go. Why do people in Kenya love our products? You people here in diaspora, you're probably building back there. You need a floor which is easy to clean, affordable, and warm. The weather, the global warming has changed. Hapo unaona kuna winter. Pia Kenya saa zingine baridi. And probably you have your own parents, you have little kids. You need a warm floor that is easy to maintain, and no dust, no allergy, no need for fabric carpets. So what we do at Floor Deco, we sell you flooring. But the most important thing, I'm here now to introduce a new product. It's called beam to beam flooring. We're going to save your costs when you're doing a structure. You want to build back home, na mafundi wanasumbua. You want to take time off, rikizo, a break. and go home, do something. Floor decor has made this very possible. You can take a 45-day break. So unaweza pata 45-day break up.
It's possible.
Yeah, and you come to Kenya. When you come to Kenya, we are guaranteeing you within those 45 days, you leave a building which is upright, structurally sound. Why?
Wow.
Because we have a product called beam-to-beam flooring. These are pre-stressed beams. Pre-stressed beams means what? We have rebar inside, which is stretch. Kama wire ya guitar. Let me bring it down easily. Here in America, you've seen these roads flying over, like in Dallas, those roads. If you look underneath, you're going to see some beams underneath. In Nairobi, Mombasa Road Express, we are building the same with the beams. What Floor Decor is doing, we have smaller beams for residential houses or apartments, not the one like on the road. The roads are quite big. So those beams, we eliminate when you're doing your slab, shutter. I'm going to eliminate any timber use, no rebar, chuma, quick installation. It's a 2-day job affair, no more 21 days curing period, and labor-wise, cut by 50%. The 50% on labor, on the material, and overall cost. So you're here in diaspora, you want to come and build a beautiful home, and then you're scared the outcome will not be good. It's going to take you 3 or 6 months. You see, here in America, you see houses being built today, and the next month is almost done. So with BBF, we are having a similar concept. All we need is you to have that architectural drawing, get a good architect to draw for you your house. At Floor Decor, we can link you up with architects, so we have a whole collection of these architects. An architect must visit the ground where you want to build to ascertain everything, the level, the grade, and everything. Don't buy drawing, don't buy plans online, don't buy them on the streets. Don't copy your neighbors. Get an architect to do the right thing. The architect does your drawing, and then the structural engineers come on board to structural engineer anashikanisha hiyo mifupa, what the building, the chumbas and all that. So the structural engineer, and then you need a quantity surveyor to tell you how much you need. A quantity surveyor ni accountant wa mjengo, anafanya hesabu, anakuambia hii mjengo na hii drawing yenye tumechora itahitaji kiasi fulani ya pesa. So you need those 3 guys. And after that, you need a contractor. A contractor is that guy who come to build. Analeta material kulingana na vile QS amesema. The contractor will come and purchase materials from Floor Decor, because at Floor Decor we have the beams, we have the flooring, we are the plug for the material for your site. So let's come to the aspect of time.
Correct.
The aspect of time is very important, because when you do the foundation, which can be done 2 ways. If you're building in an area which is infested with the black cotton soil, kama kule karibu na lake kule Kisumu, huku Kamulu, some parts of Congo. By the way, Kenya, we have almost 40% is black cotton soil. Black cotton soil is not good, because why? A black cotton soil will heave. Inafura kama hii unga ya mandazi. And when it heaves, ikifura, unapata imenua foundation ya nyumba. Noko ndani ya nyumba na milango ifunguki. Wow. That's the reason why we excavate it and go and dump it. For 2 reasons. Because the black cotton soil will heave. That black cotton soil also retains water. So nyumba inakuanga na baridi unnecessary. So you have to remove that soil and to the level that is not there. Sometimes it's 3 feet, 2 feet, it depends. Until when you get the rock. And backfill it with the correct soil. That process of kuchukua hiyo mchanga utupe kuleta ingine can cost you money. Umenunua plot 1 million. Unafanya mambo ya back and forth kutoa mchanga, ukileta ingine ina cost another 5 to 800,000. Listen guys, with BBF you don't need to do all that. You don't need to touch that soil. Hiyo ni soil ya Mungu aje ipaki hapo. So we have a solution where you dig with, depending on a structural engineer drawing, you dig trenches and you do the footings a column. Nyumba ni column yenye inafika huko chini, and then you come up with the columns. Columns zinakaa kama hizi post unaona hapa. And then when you go above the black cotton soil, you can go by 1.5 feet. Unaiondokea. And then you do the beams, those beams. You suspend your foundation with our beams. Mchanga iko chini, foundation yako iko suspended kama hii sasa.
Wow.
You see? So ideally, when that soil decides to heave, it doesn't get to touch your house. And it's just underneath. that is one way of doing the foundation. The other way is just doing the typical way. If you don't have the black cotton soil, you just dig, you just do the filling, leveling, unakoroga. After that, kupandisha mawe. A typical building, you can do bricks, or you can do the kawaida stones, darugo, mawe ya 9 ile inakuja iko ready na mawe kwa side. So afundi is ideally anajenganga course kama 2 ama 3 in a day. So that building up to the lintel, mpaka madirisha above it, unaweza pandisha hizo mawe within 5 days.
Oh, wow.
Umefika lintel. Then because you want to use our system, you do ring beams. Ring beams ni beams sasa za kwanga ring around the house kwa madirisha ring beam. That takes another 4 or 5 days. It's average 10 days.
10.
And then floor decor will supply you the beam to beam flooring. Those are beams, pre-stress. Depending, sitting room is maybe 4 meter by 5. We go with the shorter span. So we give you the 4 meter beams. Zakuja zinaekelewa is a 1 or 2 day affair, and then unakoroga. Kesho, or the day after when the job is done, you can do plastering ya nyumba za chini because hakuna miti. Ideally, the traditional way, miti ya props inakwanga uko ndani. So you don't need, there will be no timber props. So you can do plastering while the guys upstairs wanaanza kupandisha mawe for another 5 days.
Wow.
So for 5 days, mawe tena imefika pale juu. You do the ring beams. Then the BBF comes and you lock. So I'm looking at an average of 45 days.
45
that structure
days.
is done.
It's worth it for sure.
Yes, and a house is a structural. After that, the rest is different people coming with floor decor coming to do the floor.
The floor.
The paint people coming to do the painting. The ceiling people doing the gypsum ceiling. The lighting people pulling the cables and putting the lighting. The fixtures of the kitchen.
Wow. You're making work so easy for sure.
Yes.
So I just have a question. You know how typically we're all used to building. You've had people say they've built for like 5 years. Some people 10 years, they're still not done. Some people maybe 2 years. And there's that diaspora fear of, oh, I don't want to deal with this and this person. Maybe the work won't be completed the way I want. So what is your assurance here? What makes you think that people will trust you? Oh, what is that one catch that, oh, if you tell me and sell the product to me, you're sure Mercy will be able to be convinced and go with us? And also, you know, we like seeing stuff. Kuona ndo kuamini. So do you have like a model house where people can come see? Because right now you're telling me I'll be done building in 45 days. I'm like, this is like a joke. So do you have like a model house where people can come actually see, or do you allow people to come to your site as the construction is going on for them to be able to have a look and be sure, okay, this is deliverable and it's doable as well? Is there such a thing?
We work closely with renowned contractors,
with
professional contractors. We're not floor decor. We're not builders. We provide the materials. But hey, look, guys, we have time-lapse cameras. So if you're starting a site, we just hook one time-lapse camera on the side, running day and night.
Cool.
And we post all this content on our YouTube account. It's Floor Decor Kenya. Kindly subscribe. If you're here in diaspora, you can go to the YouTube channel and you can just see this. But again, if you come down there, we'll take you to a site, a customer site. And those customer sites are our best testimonial. They will say, hey, I bought this product and it really worked, and then this is what, and the savings, by the way, I forgot to talk about the savings, 50% from traditional.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's no timber. Timber is very expensive. You've seen lumber is going up here in this country.
It is, for sure.
In Kenya, there are no trees. So timber is really expensive, and we are saving the environment by conserving our trees. So the product saves you 50%. But on the time, again, you ask me, is it for real that
45 days?
Yeah. Doing a typical traditional way of doing a slab takes you to lay down the lumber, to put the balls, to put the trappers. Take you like a week or 2 weeks, depending, and the labor there is very intensive. To interjoin the lumber, the rebar, chuma kufunga, might take another week. And again, to come and do the koroga, maybe a week or maybe 2-3 days. But you have 21 days to wait for it to cure. That is 3 weeks of just doing a single slab, or even a month. And you're there visiting from diaspora, and you need to go back. We, with the system, the BBF, we just need 2 days. and tomorrow you move to other things. So this is the aspect of you building a very strong house, quality house, at the right rate, the days, because you know time is money. The more you spend more time there with fundis, the more they might decide to steal your materials, the more you pay them every day. When you see a site every day, just know by the end of the day some money has to be paid. So think in terms of time and money.
True.
Build quick, save cost on labor, because labor will be like 50 to 70% of the project.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
So guys, your next time you're traveling back home, next vacation, make sure you reach out to Kibaru. He'll hook you up and you'll be able to build in 45 days. So another question for you. I know you visited our house and you're like, yeah, I can see the wood or the laminate moving, the spaces, the gaps in there.
Yeah.
With a lot of DIY right now, people are doing a lot of DIY. Maybe somebody comes to you and they're like, oh, I want to do the wood myself, the floor by myself.
Yeah.
So do you offer trainings or what do you encourage? Because I know sometimes really cheap is expensive. You're like, oh, I'm going to cut the cost. I'll be able to do it myself. Then guess what? You start seeing the gap. So what do you encourage people in this case?
First of all, in Kenya, we are creating employment because there's need to create employment back home. So I train young people to install different flooring. Not only Mkeka, Pago, Bamole, we have all these type of flooring that we train these young men to handle installation. So when a client comes to a floor decor outlet, we have about 10 to 11 outlets, in Uganda also one.
Awesome.
So we come to a floor decor outlet and you buy the material, we link you up to an accredited installer. This is someone who knows how to do the job. You don't buy a very expensive material and go try your DIY because you saw somewhere on YouTube and you mess it up.
We are good at that.
So we link you up to an accredited installer who charge a very minimum fee.
Oh.
And when you come back to floor decor, maybe you have an issue with the product, then we'll need to know who did the installation. If the installation was done by one of our accredited team, we are happy to support you. If you use somebody who doesn't know how to do the job and you have an issue, then
it's a loss.
It's going to be a problem. Yeah. But if you're buying like a laminate floor, make sure you buy Pargo with a unique lock so that they don't pull apart. The water doesn't affect because it has something called aqua safety on the joint. So sometimes you have this in the kitchen and water goes through and then it starts swelling. Make sure you buy the right product. And when they lock, these unique lock will not pull apart. Because you know this material is synthetic and it's just expanding and contracting. When it's cold, contract. When it's hot, expand. When it's expanded, it needs to come back, and the lock here is loose. Then you get those gaping gaps.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's the cause.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And as you heard, guys, he's in East Africa. You say you are on your way to Tanzania right now,
Yeah,
right?
we should be opening in
Tanzania
soon.
soon.
But we're in Kampala right now, and people have mkeka, but it's our signature product.
Cool. So my friends in Kampala, reach out to Kibaru. He'll hook you up. And in Kenya, which cities do you have your stores?
Also, we Kampala with around the area called Kisimenti, right beside, at the backside of Acacia Mall. Kisimenti on Gugu, type floor deco Uganda. In Nairobi on Kijabe Street, Thika, in a place called Gatitu. If you're building around Thika, green skies, come to Gatitu, Thika. Let's go down. We go to Embu. Embu, we can serve people from Karatina, Muranga, and Chuka. Oh, wow. Go the other side, we go to Nanyuki, we serve people from Meru too, and Nyeri. We're in Machakos. Machakos, we're at the Mulumitisa Park just behind. Going down with Mombasa, Nyali area, we're serving people from Kilifi, Malindi, the other side of Kunda, Diani, even Taveta.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Then we go down to Naivasha. This is my hometown.
Awesome.
So Naivasha, we have that location down there in Naivasha. On Google is there. In Nakuru, we are there on Moses Mudavadi Road, right opposite Kokeb or Nyayo Gardens, or you're going to the police judiciary. You see a huge sign written Pago. Nakuru, we are serving guys from Nahururu, Njoro, Molo, the surrounding areas basically. So going up there, we go to Kisii. We are also building on a roundabout that has Credit Bank on the alley to the biggest hospital, referral hospital, Kisii Referral Hospital. We are serving people from Sotik, Bomet, Kericho also from there, Rongo, Migori, Homa Bay, Oyugis, come to Kisii. So we go straight to Kisumu again. Kisumu, we are serving Busia people, Siaya, Kakamega, Mbale, all these areas. They go to Kisumu and also Kericho partly. actually Kericho, more of you will go to Kisumu. You go to Eldoret, we are serving Eldoret, Kapsabet, Iten, Bungoma, Kitale, Webuye, Maraba, all the way. So those are our locations in Kenya. And God willing, we were coming closer to you.
So you're widely spread.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And for your new baby, you say BB, I know there's BBI, BBF. What is it again?
It's called BBF, beam to beam flooring. It's a beam to beam.
BBF.
From one beam to the other beam. BBF.
Okay, I almost said BFF.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So with that one, do you have any like payment plans? You know how you're telling me to come build for 45 days. Definitely financially, I don't think I'll be able because building home is not that easy.
Yeah.
So do you have like financial breakdown of payment plans that you're doing, offering for your clients, or how? If I come to you and I'm like, yeah, I need to build, but I don't think I'm able financially, what is the way out? How can you help me out?
oh yeah, we are collaborating with 2 banks.
Okay.
We've already been doing it with KCB.
Okay.
We call it Pata Flow Lipa, Pole Pole Lipa na installments.
Okay.
Where KCB, we give you an invoice.
Okay.
And we send it to KCB. If you have an account with KCB, they analyze your credit and all that, and they finance you, and you're left paying them. KCB sorts us, and we pay your interest for 1 year.
Oh.
So we pay your interest it's an interest-free for 1 year because Floor Decor has catered for that.
Okay.
And you continue with KCB, but the product is in your home. Like if you have a floor,
you
did a floor, umeingia kwa nyumba, you don't want to continue paying rent.
Exactly.
Floor lazima ikuwe, instead hiyo pesa rent unaweka
Unaweka kwa
KCB
nyumba.
alafu sisi tunakupatia floor. If you're doing the beam to beam flooring, usikwame structure ikikwama inaanza kunyeshewa, inaharibika na maji.
Just go for the loan.
Yeah,
right?
come to get a BBF financed by KCB. Funika, ukishafunika ile roof huko juu. Hiyo ni roofing. BBF also handles roof. I know most people doing flat roof, they're like, oh, flat roof maji itatusumbua.
Itasumbua, yeah.
So with beam to beam flooring, we have a specialist. We are using admixture for concrete that has a waterproofing element in it. So maji na itakangi kusimama. Maji ikisimama hapa leo, itatafuta barabara.
Exactly.
So what we do with BBF, we just make a small gradient, few inches, and when the rains and water goes to the gutters, collected, go down. So be no leaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So guys, try the new roofing type, the flat roof, right?
Yeah, flat roof. Unapata lounge area.
I know some of us,
The
it's still
views.
Traditional. It has to be slanting, you know?
Yeah. There's no noise when it's raining.
Oh, wow.
You get more space up there to just lounge, amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And so for young business people, what can you advise them? Because guys, you need to talk to Kibaru. The first time I met him is about 10 years ago. Where he is right now, unbelievable. So we are busy in the house, he visited us, and this guy is on his phone, on the computer. I'm like, what is this guest doing? You came to visit. Dude is running a business. So he's busy looking for phones, and before we know it, he's like, hey, we need to go to this and this place. So please tell us, what do you think? And I know for you, when you're thinking of one, you're already at 10 or 20.
Yeah.
What is that thing that really helps you? How do you determine this is the next thing or this is the best thing to go for? I know for business, we all want to start a business at some point, but just the decision making. Is the capital the main thing, or it's the idea that you have? Because I know I've had people say you can get investors. So what do you advise in regards to that?
Well, my advice to everyone trying young, and I love the young so that they can start young and create employment. We need employment in Kenya, man.
Exactly, we do. And he's hired, how many people have you employed so far?
I'm working with close to the direct one on my payroll, 40.
Okay.
And we have 50 doing installation.
So that's about 90.
90, yes.
That's good. And you're about to hire more people with your new baby.
Yes.
BBF.
So guys, if you're a startup in business, or you need to start your small business, SME, small medium enterprise, my focus more is never start with huge money. Huge money will never take you anywhere. Oh, I want to start a biashara, I must have all these millions. Umechukua kwa relative kwa banks. No, start small. Go through the struggle and grow.
Correct.
So when you start small, guys, trust is very important. People need to trust you. Don't get people's money and run away. Sell genuine products. Don't sell counterfeits. Because soon the counterfeit thing will catch up with you.
A lot of those. Somebody once told me, Okay, I'm sorry to quote this, but I was trying to sell stuff back home, and that's when the Chinese stuff had just entered, but had started rolling big in Kenya. Somebody was like, I'm sorry, I can't continue dealing with your stuff because the Chinese stuff are here. People are going for the lowest grade, and no one cares about the quality. I mean, I know there's people who really care about quality, a number of people, but there's that population too that just want the quantity. So it's good you mentioned that. You don't want to go for the cheap one because cheap is expensive too.
Cheap is expensive. And I know most Kenyans, they don't buy that fake product knowingly. They just get they get scammed. I know in Kenya they buy the price more, but if you tell somebody this costs this much and this costs this much and this is what you're getting with this and this is what you end up with, no one want to put their money where it's gonna be get lost. So back into the business, do something that you love with passion, but more to that, connect with your audience. And this is what I have to say today. When you start a business, connect with your audience. And today's audiences is not on the streets. It's no longer there waiting outside your shop. But those customers, we used to call them walking customers, they ran away. They're no longer there on the streets. People on their devices, on their phones, watching something and they come across your stuff.
They already know what you're selling before they talk to you. They know what to ask you.
So
they know the quality.
For a small business person, you don't have that huge amount of money to go to big media station. The big media station will charge you an arm and a leg.
True.
To get
the popularity and all that.
Start very small. Be on social media. I'll call them social media streets. Be on Google. Google is a king. Everything is on Google. Someone wants to buy chai spices, they had chai spice, but they don't even know where the website is or something. They'll go on Google and type chai spice, and boom, the chai spice website is right there on the top. And they click and they find what they want.
That helps.
And when they find what they want, they either find the phone number or fill up that form and just call. And when they call, muko happy, they know the location, they come.
They are right there.
Send me on Jumia or whatever it is, right there. So this is what I'm emphasizing more on. If you're a small business, just save and get a small website up. Websites nowadays are done with WordPress. Oh, I love WordPress. Get WordPress, have your website up running. Google even give free platform to have a website. Like Google can gather that form and the next thing you have like a small website. So people can find you digitally. Once you have your website running, guys, you need to have something called a pixel. A pixel is something that is installed on, it's a Facebook product. What is a pixel? A pixel is just a small file that you install as a code on your website, so that when people visit your website looking at chai spice or looking at mkeko ambao, the pixel is able to store that data. I know people are afraid of the big data and all that. Big data is real, people. So with the big data, it just stores whatever you're doing on the website. And you have another audience on Facebook or Instagram or on Twitter or even on Google. And you want to promote your chai spice on Facebook or Instagram. So what you're going to tell these social media pages, this is Facebook and Instagram, they're basically a retargeting option. They retarget people. Don't tell Facebook to look for you customers. This retargeting option will be, you tell Facebook, bring me all these customers who visited my website the last 160 days. And because you have a pixel, the pixel is just collecting the data. And Facebook will bring you those customers. Website, and now they're on Facebook. They were just seeing chai spice following them all over.
Everywhere. I see that on Facebook. I'm like, is somebody behind my back? Somebody's...
because there's a pixel watching your activity on.
Oh, wow. So, that's interesting.
And maybe you saw the chai spice and you forgot. Like, you forgot.
You just did one click.
Umekosa usingizi usiku. At the peaceful time. Sasa zile uko na time. Chai spice kanatokea. Uko na hiyo time yote sasa kuangalia nini. You see? So for small business guys, do it on digital streets. You're going to get those customers. They're there. It's real. I've grown my business 90% using the pages.
I've seen that on for Facebook. Sure.
I have like maybe close to 200,000 on Instagram. beautiful photos, create nice content, do IG videos when you're picking the chai. Have a YouTube channel. YouTube channel, when somebody is searching chai spice, it might pop up with a video. And guess what? Oh, 90% of people have time to watch videos. They don't read stuff. If you want to danganya watu, andikia watu maandishi mingi na small screen tuko hata sama akifika mahali poop
imepotea. So it's more of the digital.
More of the digital videos, and you're going to grow your business from there. Be on WhatsApp. Be on those groups.
WhatsApp have business,
those,
right?
Yeah, have those status every day, and a status is popping up every day. You never know who's watching.
True.
On the WhatsApp, you're able to convert to bring a customer closer. Like you have a campaign on Facebook, which is call to action is when you click. Call to action is what do I do when I've seen this chai spice? And you click that button. The next thing you find yourself on a WhatsApp. So you're now closer home. Because on a WhatsApp, we can chat.
Exactly.
I can send you whatever. I can call you. I can remind you. So have that WhatsApp registered as a business. Don't be at WhatsApp to it.
Kawaida.
Yeah, have a WhatsApp business that you can have your catalogs, digital catalogs. Oh, nataka kuona design, boom, catalog. Going through. So my advice to the small businesses is take advantage of the digital streets.
True.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes as a business person, you're not selling for your family, you're selling for the audience. So be sure to take critiques positively, because I know some people, you tell them, oh, your product look like this and that. Some people take it personally. Don't do that. And if somebody tells you your baby is ugly, this is your baby right here. So if you come and tell me, Mercy, you can do better on this and that, I'm ready to take that advice. And if I cannot afford it at that moment, it's a work in progress. So it's just something I'm working on, and I know eventually I have to make a change. And the same way Kibaru is telling us, we need to just push. No one is there to do it for you. You are the one who needs it so bad. You know how bad you need it, and it's you to push it. No one is going to come out there unless you spend money on marketers. But if you want to do it yourself, at that time your budget is really tight, you have to push it yourself. So that's a good advice, and personally I'll try better and do that. I haven't done good on that. And so for our little ones, our kids, you know how a lot of emphasis is given on books. What do you tell your babies? Do you engage them on when you go to businesses? Have you started having those kind of talks? I know they're still young, but are they showing some interest? I know this is more personal, but sometimes they're like, you better encourage them young, build them young too.
My son is 14 years. We do flooring with him. He does dispatch and deliveries in the warehouse when his school's closed.
Wow.
We need more skills, people. We need more skills, not just reading books.
Exactly.
We need skillful people.
True.
If you learn to ride a bike today, you gonna never forget that. Never. That is a skill right there.
Exactly.
If you learn to install this pack of flooring today, that's a skill.
And that's a legacy you're leaving behind too for your baby. They'll be like, Daddy taught me how to do this. To them, they thought you're just doing it as a passion or whatever, but guess what? It's going to be making money at some point.
Yeah, it's a skill. So anyone in a university or the college, besides doing that accounting course or a degree for something, get a skill on the side, have a skill. The most good paying jobs, you know, we have doctors, but we can all be doctors. We can all be whatever, man. So we need to have a skill. We need to have plumbers.
True.
We need to have flooring experts. We need to have electricians. When I was growing up, such courses were like, nenda kusomea plumbing and so we were encouraged by our parents to just go do computer studies, IT. Too many ITs. Then what?
And I feel like nowadays too, it's been broken down in a way that everybody has a part. There's an electrician, there's a person who'll be doing the plumbing, there's the builder. I feel like growing up, we had this one guy, he was a family friend. I think he's the one who built our house. When it's electricity, maybe he's the one who was doing it too. I feel like he did a lot of that, but nowadays it's been broken down in a way that people have or can do different things at the same time, and this comes in handy when you're talking about your construction. Somebody is working on the floor, the other person is on the walls, on the roof and all that. So yeah, the way Kibaru is encouraging us, talk to your kids. If you have a business, engage them. It might be boring, but I feel like sometimes the kids really want to help out or be part of it, but we are like, we push them away. Just give them a chance, and with time it's really helpful.
Yes, and I want to encourage our government to increase more of technical colleges. Not everything can be university. Let's have this technical college, Kina Kabete, Kenya Poly, KIST.
True.
We need people in these technical colleges more than... Let's balance it. Let's have the technical colleges out there. Let's have the universities. But after high school, kama wewe sio mtu wa degree.
Exactly. And the 4 years
really... chape course.
4 years is really long. If somebody can just go for about maybe 2 years or 1 year and they're out and they're employed, that's really good.
Yeah. And construction industry employs more people than any other thing in the country. Na usichukulia kazi ya mjengo ati ni mtu wa kusoma. Oh, some of these fundis make like 1,500 a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they make 1,500 a day.
Big and we need them. Look at people nowadays. People want fancy houses and we go to them. So don't underestimate any job. So I feel like that was a good session with Kibaru. And do they reach out to you directly? Is there a phone number they can reach out on?
Oh yeah. Go to my website www.floordecorkenya.com. Just click the link. Oh, my pixel will see you. You're gonna be on my back pocket.
Gonna be on your case.
Yeah. Follow my Instagram page. It's Floor Decor. Facebook is Floor Decor. The number is 0780-955-000. And diaspora people, kujeni home tujenge taifa bana.
We coming.
There's a lot to be done there, man.
We coming.
Yeah.
And if you need any Mizizi Spices, you have any question about our products, if you want to, we can start doing private labeling. So talk to me. My number is 508-572-4156. Our website, if you want to buy any of our product, is www.mizizifoods.com. And on our Facebook is @Mizizi Spices. Thank you guys for your time. And until next time, it was nice hanging out at Mizizi Lounge. Thank you, Kibaru. Always welcome.
Asante sana.
Thank you. And looking forward to your new product.
Yeah, sure.